Hello, and welcome to the start of Weird House Press Week. Because I got four boxes from Weird House Press. So let's just dive right in. Four separate boxes. Three of them are kind of grab bags that I had purchased as part of their winter sale. This, I believe, is a trade paperback grab bag. They launched a new site a few months back, and as part of that new site were a bunch of deals that, like trade paperback grab bag, signed hardcover grab bag, deluxe hardcover grab bag, and well, they've kind of kept those deals going for the past few months. They've kind of worked. The deals have still been available for the Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and they are still available. They were still available for Christmas. The bags themselves are still available, but they had additional savings on top of them. So I went ahead and bought a couple. So I got three Weird House Press bookmarks. Very, very nice. First up, and I believe Joe Morey, the guy behind Weird House Press, one of the guys behind Weird House Press, Curtis M Lawson is another big part, said that they had upgraded their paperbacks. I should have brought an old paperback with it. It does seem like a little better paper, but I mean, obviously I should have brought the other one to compare. So first and foremost, we have Devil's Night, which is probably one of the best short story collections I've read in the past few years, by Curtis M Lawson, one of the big guys behind Weird House Press. And it's signed by him as well. This is number 24. And so I didn't know I was getting. This one is actually a duplicate, but that's totally fine because that allows me to share Curtis M. Lawson's writing with other people. Because then you have one for the library, one for someone else. So Devil's Night is a short story collection that takes place entirely on Devil's Night, October 30th instead of 31st, in Detroit, Michigan. But what is superb, and we have, of course, Luke Spooner's artwork throughout, in color too, which is really awesome. You expect maybe black and white artwork for the interiors to keep costs down, but no, you're actually getting color artwork throughout, which is a really nice touch. What's really superb, and what I really loved for Devil's Night, is just the variety of the stories within. Seriously, there's only one topic that's really handled twice, and that is the Rouge. What was the full name? Something Rouge. The Nine Rouge. Nine Rouge is in two stories. There's Trash Fire Stories, which is a great bookend for the collection. Kind of introduces a bunch of kids sitting around a campfire, telling stories about Devil's Night, and then every story beyond that is like wholly unique from the other ones. You have D20, which is the craziest game of Dungeons and Dragons come to life. Devil's Tongue, was this the one where it's kind of a little plant horror, a little biological horror? There is The Butcher Shop, which is like Pigman's story. There is The Fire Sermon, which is one hell of a short story. Through Hell for One Kiss. Is this the one with the 45? Yes. It's kind of a ghost story about a single, a little vinyl 45. Breaking Wheel, I don't remember this one. Not to say it wasn't memorable, it's just that it's been over a year since I've read this. A Night of Art and Excess is a hit gone wrong. It's it's almost Chuck Palahniuk style. I loved that one. We have The Work of the Devil, which is the other Nine Rouge story. Maybe it's not the Nine Rouge story, because I think the other nine one is a poem, if I recall correctly. Rasham the Unholy. There's a lot in here. The City Needs Jesus, The Angel and Amber Leaves, which is a serial killer story, and The Exorcism of Detroit, Michigan, which is the final story in the collection. A really solid collection through and through. Up next is Old Dark Houses by Tylor James. This is one that I think I'm actually getting a hardcover in another grab bag. This was all mysteries here to me. The other grab bags, I knew a select few of the titles, but I didn't know all of the titles. But I believe this is in one of the hardcover grab bags. Another signed paperback, very nice, number 27 of 100 copies. This is a novel. Oh, we have. This isn't Luke Spooner, is it? I don't think it's Luke Spooner that did the artwork for it. It's his style. It is Luke Spooner. Okay. I was gonna say it's very in his style, but it's not quite the same. It's a little range. We got once again full color artwork throughout, or at least in the front piece there. Oh no, we do have it throughout. There we go. Oh, we have a little quotes in the bottom, little descriptions of it. Always he wore a coat of emerald fringed with golden embroidery. Anyways, Old Dark Houses is about 3 decrepit manors that are in a little state of disrepair, and the owner of one of the manors, maybe it's all of the manors, Charles Valency, does a little bit of witchcraft, a little bit of dark magic to restore the manors. These 3 manors that are almost like beacons. I'm not sure if it's triangulating the town this takes place in, but they're on the opposite sides of the town. And all these kids start getting attracted to these manors, where basically these houses suck the life out of the kids. And I guess the novel follows the parents trying to, first of all, figure out what the hell is going on, and also, I suppose, getting a little bit of revenge. Huh. Interesting. It reminds me in a way of Halloween 3. I haven't read it yet, but Halloween 3 had, that Stonehenge plot where they were sacrificing kids to, was it preserve the nature of Halloween? Was it to gain power? I honestly don't recall. I remember the Silver Shamrock tune. That'll get stuck in your head for the rest of your life. But yeah, it kind of reminded me of that, just the sounds of, bringing the kids into the mix. Very interested to dive in and give that a read. Although I feel like, it's got Halloween. It takes place in Halloween and it has a Halloween novel right in the, the byline there. So I feel like I need to wait a little bit closer to Halloween to read it. We shall see. And then finally, we have Year of the Rattlesnake, a short story collection from Steve Van Samson. This is a Weird West collection. Old ones in the Old West. And this is signed as well. This is signed by both Samson and M. Wayne Miller, who is the artist who did that very, very nice sandworm? I don't know what kind of worm. Some sort of rattlesnake there. I know it's a short story collection. Man, I'm loving the color artwork. Especially normally it's $22.95, so $23. And getting color artwork is pretty impressive for that. Obviously it is paperback. It's got a glued spine, nothing fancy. It's not like a sewn spine. Oh, we have some poetry to begin. But you think about like other publishers who do black and white artwork to save costs. Now, obviously, some of those other publishers are still doing hardcover editions, which with sewn spines. But being able to get color artwork for a fraction of the cost, for just a regular trade cost, is rather impressive, especially for a small press. And what's also impressive about Weird House is that they are prolific in terms of getting these titles out. Man, there's like a new title coming out every other week, it seems. A lot of them, they're not necessarily new titles. Tim Curran, for example, has gotten a lot of reissues done. But I've never read Tim Curran, so it's an opportunity to get some signed Tim Curran. I know there are some folks out there who are big Tim Curran fans and like the opportunity to get signed Tim Curran. I feel bad for their wallets because you're going to get some serious whiplash when you got a new title or a new signed edition coming out every month. But anyway, Steve Van Samson wrote a Weird West anthology. Look, even there's Van Samson in color in the back. And you know what? As I'm saying this, I'm thinking that what I could do is I can quickly pause said video and go grab my paperback of Devil's Night. I don't have the other two. I do have a paperback of Devil's Night. But I'm curious if it's the same paperback or if there's a difference between them. So I'm going to go off camera for one quick second, and I'll be right back. And I'm back. Did you notice the book shift? Because it is a different book. I'm impressed. I was flipping through them before I resumed the video here. So on the left, this is the paperback that I had previously purchased from Devil's Night. Because I love the collection. It's a 5-star collection through and through. The right is the deluxe edition. It's heavier. The paper stock, you can tell, it's a little bit smaller, actually. It's a little bit thicker because of the paper stock being a little heavier. But it's just a hair smaller in terms of height. But that's not certainly a bad thing. It doesn't have the bleached white paper that the basic edition had. So this was the original paperback, retailed for $18.95. We have the new paperback, the deluxe, for $22.95. No USB? Not USB. ISBN. Though USB. What the hell am I thinking? But this that I had purchased was not limited. It was signed by Curtis Lawson. I purchased this through VJ Books. I can't remember. But it doesn't have the color illustrations. It just has black and white illustrations throughout, which is fine. I mean, but it's amazing that for a few bucks more, you're upgrading to full color illustrations. And the paper is nicer too. I mean, the paper wasn't bad. It's manageable in the basic edition, but it's a nice quality, or nicer quality, in the deluxe hardcover. So yeah, I'm impressed. I mean, they are the same paperback, but I mean, you're talking $4 more, and you're upgrading to full color. You're upgrading to a little bit of a thicker volume because the paper feels a little bit thicker. I mean, not quite as thick as you might get with a nice Levidian publication or the higher end Subterranean Press editions, but those are going to cost you $100 if not more. But I mean, for paperbacks, it's nice. So wow, yeah. So this ended up being, this started as an unboxing video, and it turned here in the end to kind of a comparison video to the two Devil's Nights. So yeah, I don't know if the basic edition or the lower end edition is even still available. They might have scrapped these entirely in favor for the deluxe paperbacks. But if this is going to be the route they're going in, I'm certainly not going to complain. That is nice. Very nice. So anyways, welcome to Weird House Press Week. Because like I said, I got 4 boxes to get through here. But this, is box number 1, paperback grab bag. All these paperbacks are still available directly through Weird House Press. I know in many instances you might also have signed hardcover editions. I feel like Devil's Night, the hardcover may be sold out. But I believe the hardcover is still available for the other 2 titles. But link in the description below. But man, I'm liking these paperbacks. They're nice. So if you want to watch more of these Weird House Press unboxings, I have at least 3 more coming, presumably all within this week. Although I got to put a book review in there as well, so that might shift things around a bit. But please consider liking and subscribing to check out more of these videos. Even if you want to just live, vicariously through my channel, that's fine. Like and subscribe to watch them. I will have a book review, at least 1 book review up this week, if not 2, so there's plenty to watch in between these videos. Check out Weird House Press. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you around next time.